ever wondered what it would be like to have a person lie to you if you were highly intuitive? Now, I'm imagining if you're watching this, you're probably pretty intuitive yourself. I mean, after all, what else brought you here? But people who lie, and quite often some people completely compulsively lie, and when you are highly intuitive and someone lies, you're kind of sort of a little bit stuck. Because nowadays it seems to be that if you are a liar, that's more kind of socially acceptable than calling someone a liar. So you're confronted with somebody who is absolutely barefaced BSing you, and you can't say, wait, oh, what? No, don't do that. I know you're lying. Because if you do, the person goes, oh, are you calling me a liar? Yes, because you are. I'm actually calling you out. I can see you. You think you're hiding, but you're really standing out there in plain sight, just coming up with some fundamental BS. But I'm not allowed to tell you because I have to play this thing called the professionalism game. Oh yeah. Where you actually have to hold on to your po-faced look when somebody's barefaced lying towards you and pretend that you don't know. So then you actually have to kind of go, oh yeah, okay, well that's fine. And then you are manipulated into doing whatever it was that they wanted you to do because you have to believe this lie. Or you say, no, I'm not going to go down that and become an actor in your story. I'm going to actually call it. And not say to somebody, you're a liar, but call it. Find a way to be able to stand up for your right to the truth. Because here's the thing, you have to actually fight for your right to live in a world that plays honestly with you. And we don't like honesty because honesty is supposed to offend or upset people. We would prefer to manage other people's expectations and control other people's options and choices by only feeding them so much information or feeding them wrong information. And in this world of fake news and things that we're told in order to become manipulated, to agree to somebody else's outcome, to somebody else's agenda, to somebody else's thoughts. And when you are highly intuitive, you can see straight through all of this. Now, I'm not saying, oh, it's great. You become highly intuitive and you can see a liar for a liar and that's going to make your life easy. Actually, it makes it twice as hard because you're then confronted with this idea of a system that we're supposed to play by the rules of. So becoming highly intuitive actually makes you a rule breaker. It means that you have to make a choice when it comes to your values. That you have to say, right, I value transparency and I value honesty. So if they're my values, if they're my top values, do those values become higher than the value of safety or comfort or ease? And that's a very difficult choice to make. But that's a choice that you have to go with your heart-led intuition and say, okay, I can understand that the world works in this way with cloak and with dagger, but the world I choose to live in is open and kind. So if my value towards kindness has to be a value of transparency, because I tell you this now, there is no healing without truth. No healing of anything without truth. You cannot fix a psychological problem without truth. You cannot fix a toxic environment without truth. There is no healing without truth. So you can say, oh, I'm playing the long game, or I'm going up and over and not under. But the point is that if you really want to live by your values, then your values have to be in truth. And if you're highly intuitive and you know that somebody is lying to you, then you have to take a stand, or you have to take a different option. You have to come up with your plan B if that environment is not the right environment for you. My book is called You Do Know, Learning to Act on Intuition Instantly. And although I may be now saying, oh, no, don't become highly intuitive because then you're going to have to make some difficult choices, wouldn't you rather live knowing that you are right and knowing that your inner knowing has the opportunity to spot a liar faster than a fart in a car. It's an interesting world in which we live in, but your navigation is your inner knowing, and that's a navigation that you need to be guided through in your life, in your choices and in your decisions, not being played or manipulated by anybody. That's the way to live in freedom.